Hey everybody, Asher here. Looks like we can go ahead and get started. This is the Stellaris 1.2 beta update, and all we're going to be doing here is just going through looking at some of the new features. I've tried loading it up on some old saves, and man, it really there's a lot of changes that are going on here to the point where I think it's probably better if I just try and take a look at a new save here. Like, you'll see some things right away that have changed quite a bit. For instance, if we just look at this race that I've made previously, Direct Democracy now has completely different bonuses. You don't get bonus planets anymore. Fanatic Materialist has 15% output instead of 10. There's just all kinds of changes across the board here. We're going to go ahead and create a new race. I could start randomly here, but we are just going to go ahead. We're not going to be very picky here today. Let's do frog people. That's fine. And then if we just want to name them, we can do the Zirin. That's okay. Like I said, I'm not really trying to go super hardcore into anything. We just want to go ahead and get into the game and look at some of the things that have changed. And this is one of the places where things have changed. There are still some positive traits. There are some other ones that have changed. For instance, Venerable now costs 5 in your leader lifespan. It's only plus 90 years instead of plus 100 or plus 120. So when you have any of those things, it's like plus 5. It's very hard to get all the negatives to offset. We also have things like non-adaptive versus adaptive, and adaptability has changed as well. So that's pretty interesting to just consider here. So what kind of race do we potentially want to make these frog people? You know what? We can go ahead. We're just going to make them rapid breeders. Nothing too exciting. We could do natural scientist. We can do intelligent as well. And then you get to pick at least one more bad thing here. So we can make them sedentary, solitary, repugnant, deviants. Yeah, I like the increased ethics divergence. Because those patches for Stellaris have gone on, ethics divergence has been quite an exciting thing. And we can do male versus female. And this is just your starting ruler, so we can do all that. And they haven't changed too many of these options here, but at least the frog people have all these different changes. Alright, another thing that's changed here, and this is a very important change, is that they've changed the wheel and how it works, just in terms of what planets are next to it and how well you actually can colonize it. For instance, you can see some of the habitabilities are lower. At least I thought they were lower. They don't appear to be as low there. That was something that was in the patch notes. So for frog people, I think it makes the most sense if we put them on like an ocean world or something. It doesn't really matter. So we can just do Finhalor, that's fine. And they're from the tundra because they're tundra frogs. No wonder they want to leave. Alright, and we can just do Reptilian that way as well. So here's one of the things that's changed. We have all kinds of new bonuses. The bigger thing, if you look, there's like 5, 15. So there's much more incentive to go fanatic if you really want to get something, versus just a lot of people be like, okay, well, here's our 3 traits, and that's min-maxing a lot stronger than anything else. Now, militarist is definitely one thing that's changed because you get war, happiness, and they've kind of changed how that works, but trust growth. Trust is another new feature where you don't get you don't have embassies to spread around anymore. You want to spread trust between people. So for some reason, if you're militaristic, people don't trust you as much. And ethics divergence, you can see fanatic spiritualist is very, very good there. Slavery tolerance. Slavery finally does have a faction in the Asimov. I always mispronounce it, and I feel like I need to look at the word again. So we're just going to call it 1.2. Alright, so we can just go ahead and make ourselves Fanatic Individualist for more energy credits, and we can do -1. We could do Pacifist here. They don't get extra embassies, which was stupidly powerful. We can get Peace Happiness, less War Happiness. We can do Xenophiles here for diplomatic influence, lower Xenophobia, slavery tolerance. Wait, alien slavery tolerance. So we hate slaving ourselves, but we're okay with slaving everyone else. Let's see here. We could do any of these things. We can only have 1 point left, though. So I guess we'll test the trust. Well, no, I kind of want to keep the trust growth static here. So we'll do Xenophile. That's fine. Does that really mean we only get to do indirect democracy as a government? Hang on a second. Okay, this is gonna... Okay, so fanatic individualist, that does actually cut down on a lot of our things here. So we have leader skill levels. We could do a moral democracy, which is fine. Empire leader capacity +1. Oh wow, so we do actually have core sector systems in this government still there, but not... This is the only one that still has it. Well, we'll hold on to that now. And there are some potential drawbacks for being fanatic individualist pacifist, I guess. So, core, I thought it was necessarily wiped out of all things here, but core sector systems +5, research alternatives +1, so these are all kind of similar. And that's why I said I did do a cursory glance through the patch notes. I did make a little video summary of it. But playing it's always a little different, but I know some people don't want to watch a few 30-minute videos of me playing, so I try and just do things a little bit for everyone. So our empire name... The blah 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 blah. Accord of Benor. It rhymes. Half rhyme. Back. What's our flag? That looks fine. I love how for whatever reason this is still busted. I don't know if it's just me or what. That's a decent combo. And since they did make a lot of changes to energy weapons in this patch, I'll start with energy weapons. And hyperspace, warp, and wormhole are all kind of same as it ever was. We'll do wormhole travel. And we'll do the reptilian ships because they are the coolest looking ones. Eventually, someday down the road, they'll actually add in some changes to these things, like making it based off your flag. But there we go, the moral democracy, the Accord of Benor. Isn't it fun? Let's save it. And we're done. So we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this pretty simple. We're gonna just keep kind of the normal everything here. We'll play with normal aggression, but we'll play on insane difficulty. And allow FTL method any. We're gonna turn off Iron Man because we don't really need it for here. Plus it's a beta patch. Plus it saves every day or every month, so that gets a little bit annoying. Let's go ahead and hit play. Alright, so welcome to the Accord of Benor. You can see already that there is quite a bit of changes. Just, oh look, this almost feels like I'm in EVE Online all of a sudden. So that's a nice background change. Let's go ahead and zoom out real quick. Oh, that's interesting. So that when the patch notes say, and I guess this should make sense to a point, when the patch notes say it's your background's going to look different based on where you are, you can tell just by this background that we're in the middle of a nebula. That is pretty cool. Alright, so here's our home world. What's changed here? Not too much. We have one leader. We have the same kind of things on the surface that we always have. We have a few defense armies. We have our first battle group. So it's pretty much going to be the same as it always has been. We have one science ship, one construction ship. We always want to start with building a second science ship. We want to send this ship out to explore. So here's Benor, our star, our home. We don't have a lot of planets here, so we'll see what that turns into. Now, insane difficulty is pretty much a difficulty that gives the AI a bunch of boosts. So we want to try and work with that. These are actually all pretty good things to start with. I could go for blue lasers right away. In fact, solar panel network's pretty good. Increased power plant's pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and do this because we have the particles expertise and because this may not come back later. So monthly influence, I'm going to be doing that, especially because they made a change to colonization where now you have to pay influence based on the distance. And that's also on top of, Frontier Outpost costing that. So let's go ahead and unlock a resource. They also patched in increasing the likelihood of some of these resources. So here's an anomaly. We're going to leave these for now. We can actually speed this up just a little bit. We have a second science ship available, so let's go ahead and elect a scientist. This is all going to be the same as it always was. Research speed. Do we have anybody in our labs right now? Lifespan. Materials. Let's ditch you. Recruit you. Alright. And let's go ahead and have you go to a different system. Because we're Wormhole, we actually do have a tundra world with 12 tiles over here. So we can see what this is all about. Oh, purple. These are all pretty nice. I like these changes. And also you can see that our sensor range is pretty wide. Here, it's almost as much as of our influence. We still have the same wormhole barrier here. So that's pretty cool. And we do have some other icons. Our own fleets are available. We have this battle group. We actually should probably start. Once we find some resources here, assuming we do, there's got to be some somewhere. Well, we're paused. It's like, why have we not scanned out resources yet? It's also entirely possible that our planets are just not going to be very fruitful. So we do have a little warning marker there. I'm not sure what that's all about. Unless it's just an impatient thing here. Oh, discovery of alien life. Made a startling find on this planet that we are not alone. Same as before. And this is colonizable. It costs 30 influence to expand here. So it gets a lot bigger the further out you go. But still, decent start. We are going to go ahead. I usually like to get minerals first, but I'd rather have this thing working than not working at this point. So there's some good research here. Contact for Planetary and Minilia. Yay! They're excited. I probably just mispronounced that. Alright, so here's our purple system. I do like this change. This is very pretty.
System survey.
It's really, really hard for me to just put in my brain that this is the EU engine. Alright, so let's go ahead. We want to survey our things that are close to home. We have a lot in the spindle arm all around here. So mining station's done. Let's go ahead and see. Do we got anything else that's like worth our time here? Okay, it's all research. It's all coming up research here. So we'll wait a minute. We'll go ahead and build up our fleet just a little bit. Right now we have auto corvettes.
Situation log updated.
And we've encountered alpha aliens. What kind of aliens are these alpha aliens? They are ones that will screw me up. So, alien ships humming through here. We can actually take those guys on. They're not very hostile, so leader gained a level. I don't know if they've fixed the thing yet about researching these guys all at once. So we do have research here. Finishes in 180 days. Takes 6 months. We don't get colonization. We don't even have colonization research yet. So that's alright. Survey this system. It's the same way as always. Encountering hostile fleet. Nice. Oh, great. Construction ship is encountered. Hostile hijacked fleet in Benor. Well, what do you know? That's our home world, and for some reason we're totally rotated. Centuries ago, radical priests and their devoted followers did the Grey Disciples thing, and now they're off here and we have to go chase them down. So there they are. So we should be able to take these guys out. Let's take a look. Hijacked fleet. They just have little lasers and wormholes, same as us. Alright, so another thing that's been changed here, and you may notice the engage distance, is that all of the weapons ranges have been doubled. Like, everybody gets doubled. They want space things to be bigger. That means tachyon length is going to be a little bit ridiculous, but here's our little pew-pew train. Same as before. If you haven't played Stellaris since, like, 1.0, they did change how some of these combat interactions work as well. We have lots of ships just evading hostile fleets right now. So it's nice that that appeared in our home system. It's too bad we don't have shields yet, but we are researching blue lasers, so that counts for something. So you died. Or if it's the gray event, it's going to be cultist ship disabled. So we can do a boarding party. There's our nice little combat summary, which is always very good. Corvettes, we did more damage. We can see everybody had lasers. So there's not as much to do here. So it requires a science ship. Let's first off, special projects once again. Grey Disciples requires a military ship. So let's go ahead and board. We'll go ahead and have you research. We'll go ahead and have you go down here. So this is one reason to keep building things here. So these guys all ran away. Here's our combat summary one more time. That is a change. So we still have hostile fleets down here. Is there a particular reason you guys don't want to go? Like, are you all stuck? I mean, this is still a beta patch. So it could be our first group is just stuck right now, which would stink, because I kind of need those ships. Alright, let's build some more corvettes. I do not know at all what that's about, but that is worth reporting. Alright, so we've encountered some form of aliens. I don't think they're hostile. They are hostile. So that's good to know. If only we had our primary fleet here. Now, these different circles mean different things. We do have Wormhole stuff available. And yeah, I think you guys are actually bugged. Like, I can't even send them to repair right now.
Special project complete.
Boarding action. Oh, well, maybe they're just sitting there waiting for a long time. Survivors offered stiff resistance. We must pursue the terrorists. So we do have another special project here. And those are just different planets all around here. We'll know more when we get there. Like, we can go ahead and track on the map. Some up there, some right here, some over here. So it's nice that they just left so long ago, right? So I'm not sure why those guys stayed so long. Now, the early game is still going to look a lot like other parts of the game. Do we have any places that are like... I don't really want to spend on a research station this early. Although 4 points of research is pretty nice. We can go up past normal speed, probably. So 10 physics research, nothing crazy. I just want to find some more planets that have some good stuff here. So we do have Placid Leviathans. You guys have been repaired. Could probably go ahead and just build up a few more corvettes. But I really need to get my economy in order. Alright, so we have another colonizable world. Ooh, it's a pretty big one too. So like I said, hopefully we'll continue to see differences just kind of emerge as we go through. Like, we don't have an admiral for you guys yet. We really should.
Anomaly found.
I'll wait on that. I like this one. We'll go ahead and put you in with this guy.
System survey complete.
Alright, so we have multiple places that we can colonize. We have multiple places that we can build frontier outposts. We do know that there is going to be something hostile over here, so let's go ahead and send you guys over here first. Before we even send a science ship over here. Alright, cultist marauders encounter battle stations. Look, there's only a tiny few of them and a whole bunch of us.
System survey complete.
And we have gale speed, so we'll be able to move a lot faster. But the idea behind the changes here, at least from what the dev diary that was recently released said, is that... Okay, so Delta aliens proceed with caution. But the idea here is that they don't just want angry bee swarms. But we'll see. So they're firing missiles. Oh, that's interesting. We should be able to mow these guys down in time with minimal losses, though. Then hopefully we can send in... Like I said, I really just want to not lose a ship. They have supposedly changed how missiles work, where they don't just all fire everything at one ship and then everything at another ship. So let's go ahead and send you guys back for repairs. Research this, then survey here. So I do like the little icon here for new systems and everything. And we do have... I don't know what we have here. I guess we'll find out in just a minute. Okay, science ship can go down here. Now we can speed up again. So we have systems trying to go back and forth. We do have all kinds of little things. Like I said, influence is going to be even more of a barrier than it already was. That new research helps though, so... Let's see, are these guys hostile?
Evading hostile
Yeah.
fleet.
Oh, and they're big. That's all I wanted to know. So they're hostile and they're pretty sizable. So leader lifespan. It's 600 for another one of these. But I do like unlocking the planetary capital. So it's going to take a bit of time. That may actually slow down our colonization, which hurts a little bit, but Frontier Outpost will give us a chance to both build some influence and get back from there. So let's see here. You guys are fully repaired. Let's see what's in here. We can have you all survey this system.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, 185. And I don't think lasers are super effective against this guy, so we're going to lose a Corvette. Yeah, let's retreat. We do not have the right stuff.
System survey complete.
We do have a lot of minerals. We haven't really gotten a lot in the... Ooh. Now, this is a good place to possibly put a frontier outpost, if only because it lets us get all of these resources. And we still are in the Great Nebula that we can just call our own nebula. I just wish that we had more than research nodes to actually like look at and fix. So I guess we will be building some more basic Corvettes. Don't have blue lasers, but we'll soon. We have 2 planets we can colonize out of 7. So I guess at this rate we may as well just well, we can't do all the construction we want to do just yet. But we're going to put a research station here. We don't need to here because we'll get that eventually. So scientists leveled up. Some anomalies may help as well. I wonder if they fixed the bug where once you restart a save, planets or stars all go on the same plane. Like for now, they're up high or up low based on the galactic plane. So yeah, we're in a very mineral poor area. That's not my favorite way to start these.
Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet.
Okay, where are you? Okay, let's see what's over here. Like, we know that one's dangerous. We know this one's probably not great. Habitable worlds. Let's go ahead and look for that.
Updated.
So yeah, you're a bunch of 86. As long as we don't take you guys on all at once,
Hostile fleet engaged.
should be okay.
Hostile fleet engaged. System survey complete.
See, like, we don't want to get pincered like this right here. But it is interesting to see how the engagement flies a little bit differently here.
Situation log updated.
Because now we're getting pulled into 2 fights all at once, which is exactly what we don't want. Like, we should just be trying to take out one and then the other. So our fleet's getting nicked really hard as a result. Once again, these are Corvettes. They're supposed to be expendable, right? So let's go back to repair. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4... Where can you go? Here? Construction ship. Should have enough finally to build here. Like, that research station is worth it. Like I said, over here is probably worth it too. I could build a frontier outpost over there, but it doesn't really do me a lot of good. Like, this may be the better place because it'll let me get some of these borders in here. So, Zeta aliens. I just want to see if we see something that looks like another fleet. And look at what we found, another fleet. That looks like a pretty fascinating fleet, if you ask me. I wonder if those are wandering people, because that's a very large fleet to just be going through space like that.
Debris analyzed.
We'll see. It wouldn't be my first move to do that necessarily, but we're going to do it today. Alright, so that construction's done. Looks like we got more society research we can get over here.
System survey complete.
Like, we can't just ignore
Debris
stuff.
analyzed.
And we're going the same place they are from the looks of it.
Research complete.
So it looks like we got some neighbors fairly close. Let's build some more Corvettes.
Special project complete.
Oh wow, we have neighbors. We established relations with the Exudo Blessed Kingdom. Hello guys! First contact. Well met. You are collectivist, fanatic, spiritualist, evangelizing zealot, so you want to convert us. Under a divine mandate, I represent you guys. We pursue perfection, do not stand away. Peace be with you. Our citizens greet you in peace. So, we are the opposite of them. They probably won't like us very much.
Debris
But
analyzed.
one nice thing, at least, is that we should still be able to survey their systems if it comes down to it. So, physics research is done. Blue lasers are done. Hooray! We actually have some research done on stuff here. We can unlock assist research. That's really early now. Go ahead and do this. So they already have 3 colonies. Let's see here. Where can we go? We can go up and over here. And they use hyperdrives, and they already have a lot of text that we don't. So if we can go ahead... Okay, their opinion of us, new contact, border friction, evangelizing zealots. They're superior in every way. They view us as a target. We can see their ruler. They really don't want to form any of these. Wow. Okay, offer trade deal. Wormhole station access. Oh, wow. Cannot trade due to closed borders. So what was I saying before? They actually do already have closed borders. It's not that everybody has guaranteed like vision and everything here, but we really need to upgrade our defenses here, which means we need to upgrade our
complete.
Corvettes.
Complete.
We don't want to do that. We
System
want to do
survey.
blue laser, blue laser, blue laser. We have no defenses to speak of right now. But just a touch stronger. We have the minerals to upgrade our fleets too. Fortunately, that doesn't take very
Upgraded.
long.
Construction complete.
Alright, so these guys are just going to keep expanding, which is a little troublesome. But I guess if we die really fast, that's sometimes how fast things go. Can we actually... Nope. See, they've closed their borders towards us because they really don't like us. So we found Grey Discipleships again, and another colonizable planet. Somewhere in here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So these guys are going to die, because now we have blue lasers. So what you don't want in any of these insane games is to have people that are really, like,
Updated.
hostile to you right next door. It's just a tenet of 4X games in general. But what we really don't want is a start that has us as very mineral starved as well. Like, that's just not good.
Anomaly found.
Alright, we might as well do that anomaly now.
System survey.
So let's see here. Any other survey construction that we can do? Like, I want to be building mineral stations, not research stations. We do have this done. We can unlock thrusters, which is fine. Nanocomposite armor, which is fine. Crashed ore freighter for extra minerals that we might not be able to get, which is fine. That's actually a good place to have a frontier outpost as well. Even though it'll create more border friction, it does help us lock up Another potential colony here. One problem that we have, though, is that... Oh yeah, you can actually research special projects in the system now, which is pretty good. I think you're already going over there, though, so we'll let that be. If we get crushed really early, that'll just be funnier than anything.